Okay, should be live there. And beautiful. We're live. On radar Omega. And let's see. Let's see if this works now. So let me mute my. Oh, my mic's been muted the whole time. Let me mute my mic and see if this works. I think it's working. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get right into it. I think it's finally working. I hope it is. Anyhow, as you can see, we have an enhanced risk of severe weather. We already have a couple tornado warnings here in Mississippi. We have 2 observed ones in Mississippi, and all 3 tornado warnings are in Mississippi. 2 of them are observed. 1 is radar indicated. We're going to go ahead and take a look at those right now. We're going to go to the velocity, and we're going to take a closer look to these storms. As you can see, this one has a very strong area of rotation near Cooperville, Mississippi. As you can see right there, there is your rotation. And for the tornado warning down here, this is your broad area of rotation. We're going to look at correlation coefficient, and we're going to see if the debris signature, as you can see right there above Cooperville where the rotation is, you can see that that is your debris signature on that northern tornado, as that's going to move off to the east in this direction. So Frogtown, Independence Stage, Polsky, Wicker, Lingy, Lorna, even down the line at Otto, Norris, the Benville National Forest, Homewood, all need to be taking shelter, as this tornado is going to move towards the east and impact more areas. This tornado is also observed that we're going to take a look at down near Johns. So let's see, we're going to go to here, we're going to go look at velocity, and we're going to go to the correlation coefficient, and as you can see, there is well, let's see, where is the hook on this storm really fast? So the hook that they're associating themselves, saying that there's a tornado on the ground, I believe we'll go to velocity. So they're saying there's a rotation just to the north of just to the north and to the west of Cato, moving off to the east, heading towards Puckett, Mississippi. And now we're going to go look at the correlation coefficient right about here. And yeah, there you go. There's the correlation coefficient right here. And that is how you could tell that there is a tornado on the ground. So we do have other 2 storms here that are causing major damage. This is a life-threatening. We'll look at this. A confirmed tornado is near Porkville, or 8 miles southwest of Morton, moving east at 25 miles an hour. The hazard is damaging tornado and golf ball-sized hail. Weather spotters have confirmed this tornado, and there is your timings: Morton 9:40, Polsky around 9:50, and Homewood at 10:05. And we're going to look at this observed tornado warning: Cato 9:45, Johns 9:50, Puckett around 10. And that's your timings for those tornadoes. And now we're going to switch gears to the radar indicated tornado. Just check it out and make sure that we're taking shelter up here near New Cannon, Brody, Hamilton, Hopewell, Mount Moriah, Roger Springs, Salisbury, and Mississippi. So we're going to check the velocity here. And yep, there's your rotation just south of Salisbury. That's what has prompted this tornado warning. It's radar indicated at the moment. We're gonna check correlation coefficient and we're going to see if this thing is on the ground. So we're going to check correlation coefficient here. As if you guys see me look up often, it's because I have a stream of another weather streamer that I'm watching, making sure that I can kind of correlate my information with his, make sure I'm not lying to you guys. Right here is the rotation, right in this area, but there are just south of Salisbury, right in here. Let me draw a better circle. The rotation for the cell is right in here. As you see, there's not a correlation coefficient drop, so this is not on the ground yet, but it very well could be soon, and I think that's what everybody is concerned about. We're going to go check bucket velocity, and yeah, that's getting strong. Okay, we're going to head back now to our tornado warning. Okay, we're going to head back to the one in Brandon, Mississippi. The tornado warning here has been, oh wait, that's the radar indicated one. So the one in Rankin, Mississippi has been allowed to go back to radar indicated instead of observed. We're gonna wait for this to load. This velocity, yeah, it didn't look very strong anyway, but it's still there. It's still a tornado warning. So if you live this is heading kind of towards northern Puckett, maybe even towards Puckett near Gun, White Oak, Daniel, Mississippi as well, getting close to those areas. As we're going to go back to our observed tornado warning, I mean, this thing is just rotating very much. I mean, just your whole rotations right in there. I mean, just, it's unbelievable how good this rotation is. And now we're going to look as, yeah, I mean, right along Highway 13 is where this tornado is. It's going to be, or your tornado's right here. It's going to be moving in this direction. So, yeah, just to the south of Stage, right near Cracker Station, south of Independence, south of Stage, heading towards Polsky, Homewood, Wicker, and the Benville National Forest. Those areas need to be preparing for the worst, just in case. Don't be scared, be prepared, as this tornado is heading towards y'all's direction. Okay, let's check back on our the Rankin, Mississippi tornado. That's still radar indicated. Still not looking as impressive as it was earlier, and I think the National Service agrees, and that's why they kind of allowed this to go back down to radar indicated. And now we'll look at the tornado near Brandon, or up here, not towards Brandon, sorry. This is towards, let me zoom out. Velocity. This is actually on the Tennessee Mississippi border, this tornado warning up here. As you can see, that is the rotation just literally to the west of Hopewell, moving in this direction, going towards Mount Mora. It's probably fixing to go right over Hopewell right now. Again, this is radar indicated, no confirmed tornado on the ground with this. But as it goes through Hopewell, maybe if we get a correlation coefficient drop, that would indicate that, hey, something is on the ground here near Hopewell. And no drop in correlation coefficient, so there's no tornado with this storm, but still need to be taking shelter if you live in this polygon. Alright, we're going to now switch gears back to our observed tornado down here near Homewood, Stage, Independence, Huntertown, Frogtown, Cracker Station, Cooperville, Mississippi, Wicker, Mississippi. as the rotation is now just here near Cracker Station and also near Independence and Stage. And now we'll look at the correlation coefficient to see if it's still producing debris, which I would imagine it would be. Oh, sorry, that is the wrong thing. There we go, correlation coefficient. We'll wait for this to load and we'll see if we do have... Alright, they just issued a new tornado warning for this. This has been back down to radar indicated. So they've removed the observe tag on this. So this tornado warning, this tornado has most likely lifted. We now have no more observed tornado warnings. They're all radar indicated, but we still need to be taking shelter if you live in any of these polygons. Okay, the live stream is still going good. That's good to know. Pulling back up right out our mega here. We're going to go back to the velocity. So this tornado warning has just got bumped down to radar indicated, but your rotation is right in there near Independence and Stage, Mississippi. And that's going to move off to the east near Huntertown in the Bineville National Forest in Homewood, Mississippi. Give you guys the broad look of everything here. This is the what's going on here. We have let me zoom back in a little bit. Okay, so we have just along this blue line, anywhere to the east of that is that brand new tornado warning that goes till 2 a.m. I don't know why that messed up. Let me undo that. This goes until 2 a.m. And these tornado warnings in Mississippi and Arkansas and Tennessee go till 1 a.m. As you can see now, have a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings as this line of storms right here is going to be moving this direction. So Meridian, Laurel, Hattiesburg, getting into Alabama near Grove Hill, Jackson, maybe even near Mobile. And then we still have storms back here in Louisiana that are getting severe thunderstorm warned. We'll have to look at the Shreveport radar for this. As you have another severe thunderstorm warning for Louisiana here. And we're going to go back now to see our tornado warning for Scott and Smith counties in Mississippi. This is the one that got downgraded a few moments ago, so we're going to look at it again. And again, there is your rotation just south of Huntertown on County Road 481, heading in this general direction. Even though there's no, they did drop the observe tag, so there may not be a tornado on the ground, but there's nothing to say that this will not reproduce another tornado again. It's still in a very favorable environment, so I'm pretty sure that at some point this may try to rotate again. This may try to do it again here, try to make another tornado, as this is where the rotation is. As you can see, no correlation coefficient drop, which is good news. We're going to go check in on our southern storm here near Johns and Puckett, Mississippi. We're going to look at the velocity, see where this rotation is at. And you can see just south of Johns, this is where your rotation's at. As this is moving towards the north of Puckett, heading towards Mayton, just to the north of Gunn and the south of Daniel, Mississippi is the direction this is heading. And it's going to head towards Highway 18 and Highway 43 and County Road 541. Check correlation coefficient. Again, nothing that really raises a concern. That's where your rotation is. Right there, as it's moving this direction. Now we're going to go to the velocity. This expires in 9 minutes. This tornado warning. This tornado warning for Independence and Puckett. This expires in 8 minutes. And our tornado warning for on the Tennessee-Mississippi border near Hopewell. This tornado warning expires in 8 minutes. So in the next 10 minutes, if they allow it, all our tornado warnings will be allowed to expire, which is good news. So we're going to look at the velocity. We're going to see where the rotation still is. We might get extensions. Yeah, this is falling apart. There's very weak rotation. Not a lot of rotation here. Just mostly going to be wind throw. As you can see, there is about 30, 40, maybe even spots of 50, 60 mile an hour wind gust with this storm. So even though there's most likely not going to be a tornado with the storm, you still need to be taking shelter because there's also high winds associated with this tornado warning. And I believe there's also I think it's less than an inch of hail with this tornado warning. Gonna look at some of these severe thunderstorm warnings, all 60 mile an hour. They all range from 1 3/4 inch of hail, or 2 inch hail. Sorry, this one has a tornado possible tag, so we're gonna look at this one near Walnut Grove, Lena. This is just to the north of Forest, near Beach, Linian, Clifton, Hillsborough, Harperville, East Hillsborough, Gum Spring. This is going to be a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag on it. They're going to look at velocity here, and they're saying tornado possible with this one because of this area, most likely right in here. You can see the reds are going, there's right along this line in here is where they're going to, say that, hey, there's a possible chance for rotation in these supercells. As we're going to go to the correlation coefficient. Again, nothing on the ground. This is probably just in the air. We're going to go back to velocity. Once this loads, I'll draw a line again. But yeah, right along this area is where I think they're seeing the rotation and a tornado possible tag with a severe thunderstorm warning. But even if you're not getting a tornado, there's still 2 inch hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts with this storm. So you need to be in your safe, probably need to be in your safe spot like it was a tornado. If you're anywhere along this. Yeah, there's the latest radar scan, and yeah, you can see how it's kind of gone away. Really, there's not a bunch of rotation now. It's all kind of very broad, not very tight and strong like you would normally see with a tornado. So we're going to go ahead and stay on velocity. We're going to all of our tornado warnings here. We're going to go to the one by one here. We're going to go back to Rankin, Mississippi. This tornado warning is done. This expires in 5 minutes. Again, we'll have to wait and see if they do issue another tornado warning. And if they did, it would probably be include Daniel. It would probably be something like that. It would include Daniel, Gunn, White Oak, Heater, not quite to Riley, Mississippi, but just to the south of Polkville and Trenton, just to the south and a little bit to the west of Burns, Mississippi as well. And now we're going to go back to Scott and Smith County, Mississippi. This tornado warning, again, still radar indicated, expires in 4 minutes. And there we go. Brand new tornado warning just got issued for 1.5 inch hail and a radar indicated. This is for that, same rotation. It's a pretty big polygon here. It goes all the way down towards Roberts, County Road 23, Clear Spring, Mississippi, Sun, Mississippi, Odo, Mississippi, includes Bethel, Pilgrim Grove, Tanglewood, Fikeston, and Pineville, Mississippi. And this rotation on this storm is right around in here, and it's going to be moving off towards this direction. So it doesn't mean if you're south of this line, it doesn't mean in this polygon right here. If you're in Pilgrim Grove, Tanglewood, Buckytown, Norris, Homewood, Ball Hall, Ballot, Pilgrim Grove, it doesn't mean you could just relax and just pretend that there's nothing going on. You still need to be taking a shelter with this storm. We are now up to 4 tornado warnings, all radar indicated. This tornado warning is an extension. This one includes Smith, Jasper, Newton, and Scott counties in Mississippi, as this tornado is going to start moving a little to the south and to the east. We're going to check this storm near Puckett. I'm going to go back to YouTube and make sure. So 740, I think, is what I'm going to do. We're going to go to OBS. We're going to go to here. I don't know if they'll let me do it. Output. Uh, 740. Apply. Okay. Alright. Back to the radar. Back to this tornado warning. Again, this tornado warning is a okay, looks like they issued another warning. Yeah, they issued another warning for Smith, Simpson, and Rankin counties in Mississippi. This one does include White Oak, Gun, Daniel, Polkville, Trenton, Burns, Lemon. This does include Riley, Mississippi, Union, Cedar Ridge, Mineral Springs, Mount Pleasant, Mississippi. This is again radar indicated, as this rotation of the storm is going to be moving down in this direction. It's probably going to move just to the south of Bay Springs, Mississippi. But again, that's your new polygon for this tornado warning for 1.5 inch hail and your radar indicated tornado, as you can see. There is your timings right there. Homewood around 10:05, Pineville at 10:25, and Roberts around 10:40. And then we'll go to this northern warning. Oh wait, that was the wrong warning. Here we go. This one. Here we go. Burns around 10:20, Riley at 10:25, Cedar Ridge at 10:30, and Salernia around 10:40. We're gonna look at correlation coefficient. We're gonna see if these storms are trying to produce any damage. If they're trying to produce another tornado, possibly. No, I'm not seeing anything with this one. Let me go back to velocity and check where the rotation's at for these storms. This one's near Puckett here. I'm not seeing anything. This one, alright, so near alright. So just to the west of White Oak and near Wicker. West of White Oak and Wicker. Sorry guys, I'm tired. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything there. I'm not seeing anything there. So these are both, again, radar indicated tornadoes. Doesn't mean that there's, I mean, it does mean that there's most likely not a tornado on the ground, but also doesn't mean you need to be taking sitting outside not worrying about it. We actually just got another tornado warning for Union Parish in Louisiana, and let me see there. I want to be right about this. Yeah, Lincoln and Union parishes in Louisiana. This is the tornado warning that they have, and you can see right there, this one has a very tight rotation with this storm, as it's going to move in this direction near Mineral Springs Rock Center and Cedarton, Louisiana, Dubitch, Unionville, Hilly, all in this tornado warning. But most likely this rotation right in here is going to move in this direction. Doesn't mean if you're in Unionville or Hilly, you need to be just not taking cover. Again, respect the polygon. If you're in a tornado warning tonight, please take shelter. Again, you don't want to be messing with tornadoes out there. Switching back over to Mississippi, central Mississippi to be exact. We're going to look at the latest velocity scan here. As you can see, your area rotation is right in there, as this is going to move towards this direction. And then on our southern tornado warning, near White Oak, just kind of went through Puckett near White Oak and Galley, Mississippi. Our tornado warning. This is your area, big, huge area rotation, as this is going to move in this direction towards Mineral Springs, Cedar Ridge, Union, Riley, and Heater, Mississippi. Again, all these are radar indicated, which is a good thing. You know, very glad that we don't have any more observed tornadoes on the ground. But again, we do have to be able to watch out and make sure that we don't, because these storms have a history of producing tornadoes, and we don't want to be caught off guard. Okay, so we're going to move back to our tornado warning in Lincoln and Union parishes in Louisiana. This is near Dubitch and Unionville is where the latest velocity scan had it. We're going to look at velocity again. I hope my mic was on. I pray my mic was on. I think it was. Okay, so here's our area of rotation right into here. As we can see, that's the area of rotation. And now we're going to look at the correlation coefficient to see if there is any possible debris with this storm, and no, there is no debris signatures. So that's another good thing. As tight as this rotation is, it has not put something on the ground, but it could do it soon. Near Dubitch and Unionville, and again, this is moving towards Mineral Springs, Rock Center, Cedarton. Or let's look downstream here near Douglas and Silbury and Frosttown. Well, this is moving, yeah. Douglas, Silby, Frosttown, Eureka, Downsville. All need to be watching this tornado warning, as it could be extended down towards your area. Again, like I said, all our tornado warnings are radar indicated. We have no confirmed tornadoes on the ground, but that could change very quickly within a blink of an eye, so we need to be careful. Again, this rotation right into here is going to be heading in this direction, and then this rotation right... Oh, hold on, we just got a latest radar update, so we're going to look at that. And this is just a really tight rotation right into here near Gunn and White Oak. Because again, this is going to kind of move in this direction. That's a bad arrow, I know. And then this storm near Homewood, it's really falling apart. It's probably not even tornadic anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and circle this as the area of rotation, and it's going to be moving in this direction as well. Doesn't mean to let your guard down though, still need to be in your tornado safe place, but the most, not really, I guess you could say concerning, but the most interesting one is over here in Lincoln and Union parishes in Louisiana. Right into there. This is, well, let me make it a shorter area of rotation. Make this better for everybody. Right here near Dubitch, Louisiana, and again, this is going to head towards Middle Springs, Rock Center, and Cedarton, and eventually down the line, Douglas, Sibley, Downsville. It's going to move into those places. So we need to be, if you're in Douglas, Silby, Downsville, Frosttown, Eureka, Summary, I would all be thinking about where to go when that next warning gets issued. Let's go ahead and pretend that we're the National Weather Service for a second. Let's draw this next area rotation. Let's say it goes and it's right around this area. This is where the rotation is, and we're going to say it's not on the ground yet. If they were to issue another tornado warning, it would probably be some, well, the latest radar scan now kind of has it going this way. So if they were to do another polygon, it will probably be something maybe like this, probably even further south. So you need to be watching in those areas. So you can see all these storms are trying to rotate. You got some areas of rotation here. You got another one near here. You have possibly another one near Mount Zion in Louisiana. So all need to be very careful here. We're going to go ahead and look at the correlation coefficient. Again, this is still radar indicated, not on the ground yet. We're going to look at correlation coefficient, and we're going to see if we get a debris signature. And no debris signature with this tornado. We're going to go back and look at the one near Puckett. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the velocity. And again, that's, your area rotation right into there. So that's your full tornado warning coverage here. As move this out the way so I can. So that's your kind of supercell right into. Well, here, let me make this better. Your supercell realistically is all right into there. That's your supercell, and this little hook echo right here is going to be heading kind of in this direction. And then for the storm up north, again, it's kind of the same deal here, and this hook's going to be heading in this direction. These storms may eventually actually converge here soon, but again, look out for thunderstorm warnings. We have a couple tornado possible ones. So this one is in Scott County, Mississippi. We're going to look at velocity and see why they issue that. This includes Harperville, Hillsborough, East Hillsborough, Gum Spring, and that's the one we're looking at earlier where I had that line drawn. Still tornado possible tag with it, along in this area here. It's all kind of concerning areas of rotation, especially this area right here. So we'll have to wait and see what the National Weather Service says. And then the other tornado possible tag is for Alcorn. This other tornado possible tag is for on the Mississippi-Tennessee border. That does include Corinth, West Corinth, and I'm not for sure seeing why they have a tornado possible tag with this storm. But if they did have rotation, I mean, maybe it was somewhere near Walnut, but as of right now, I'm not seeing any concerning areas of rotation with the storm. Then again, it's not a tornado warning, it's a thunderstorm warning. But this one in Louisiana is a tornado warning. Not on the ground, again, still radar indicated, got about 34 more minutes, and this is your area of rotation. Let me redraw that. This is your area of rotation that the National Weather Service is watching. There's also another one back here that might be trying to form. This one might be trying to have sister tornadoes. Here, let me just. Okay, sorry. I just had to make a smiley face there. Okay. So two little concerning areas of rotation, but the most significant one is the one that's circled, and this is going to be heading in this direction. Probably here in the next 10-15 minutes, we might have another tornado warning. That'll be continued downstream for this tornado. So here's your rotation. Let's see which direction this is moving in. This is moving south at 15 miles an hour. So it's moving south at 15 miles an hour. So this is the area of rotation. It's moving south at 15. So that's the area where this tornado can head. So I will go ahead and say if you live anywhere in this circled area, I will be prepared for another warning. The warning may extend out to here towards Ruston, but we'll have to wait and see. But if you're in this circled area right here, I will be watching out for the next tornado warning and being ready to take shelter when that next warning does get issued. This tornado warning up here that includes that did include Wicker. It's kind of fallen apart, really. I mean, there's a little something there, but realistically, this rotation has fallen apart. Still need to respect the polygon though, as you got about 46 more minutes of this tornado warning. Go back to the one. I think they changed. I think they've updated this to just Lincoln Parish in Louisiana for this tornado warning. So, and the velocity doesn't actually look as strong as it did on the last scan. Rotation would be right into this area here. And again, it's moving south at 15, so it's going to be heading in this direction. So we'll have to wait and see what the National Weather Service does for this tornado. So, okay. Just had to check the Twitter, National Weather Service tornado. Make sure there was no new tornado warnings getting issued. This tornado warning is bringing 1.5 inch hail. This is that southern, or the northern tornado warning, sorry. We'll take a look at that southern one again. I mean, still possible for this maybe to do something here. But again, I would be also being careful of the straight line winds and the damaging winds from this here. So you need to be very careful if you live in this tornado warning. Excuse me again, sorry for yawning, guys. Right into here, it's going to be moving this direction towards Mineral Springs, Union, Center Ridge. Might go just to the north, or the south of Riley, Mississippi. And this tornado warning, like I said, it's kind of falling apart. It's not that impressive. We still have, again, 3 tornado warnings, all radar indicated. The one in Lincoln Parish, Louisiana was actually looking concerning for for the past 10 minutes, but now it's kind of fizzled out. Excuse me again, I'm so sorry. But if you had any more rotation, it would be in this area here, and it's moving in this vicinity of an area. Again, moving towards Douglas and Shelby, Frosttown, Downsville. But like I said, the velocity is not looking very strong with this tornado. So no more tornado possible. Oh wait, there is one. That does include Carthage, Millville, Good Hope, Lena, Tucker's Crossing, Pigtown, Wiggins, and I see where they're getting the tornado possible tag is right in this area where the greens and the reds are kind of mixing up along this line here. But if I had to make a defined area of rotation, this might actually be, if this focuses up here, this could be our next tornado warning. I say the greatest area rotation is right near Farm Haven. As you can see, that's where we have red and green touching, and if this were to be tornado warned, it would move towards this direction. So Lena, Beat Rice, Lowell, Cornwall, Cache, Farm Haven, Millville, if they did issue a tornado warning for this storm, not saying that they they will or that they won't. Okay, they updated the Riley, Mississippi tornado warning. We'll take a look at that. If they were to issue a tornado warning, it would probably go into this area, kinda like that. If they did issue a tornado warning, might go a little more north, or might go a little more northeast, might go a little more southwest. Just depends on the cone, the polygon that they issue. But I think it would be somewhere like that. Somewhere in this area, there's going to be a tornado warning. Well, there's going to be, but there's going to be some areas. Alright, so they allowed the tornado warning down here. They let the northern tornado warning near Wiggins in the National Forest. In Homewood, they allowed that tornado warning to expire, as it's like a ball of energy just sitting here waiting to do something. Again, it's moving kind of in this direction. It might be moving kind of in this direction near Kohei, which is not in a tornado warning. So we'll have to wait and see what they do there. We'll go back and okay, now we're just down to one tornado warning. This is the only tornado warning, the one in Louisiana. Like I said, it looked weak, didn't look impressive. This tornado warning soon may be allowed to expire, as this is going to kind of go in this direction here. So, down to just one tornado warning now, which is a good thing. So, again, we do have the tornado watch. The one that goes until 1 a.m. We're going to look at it, the probabilities. Moderate risk for tornadoes, wind, and hail. No high risk, just a bunch of moderates. This tornado warning will go effective until 1 a.m. So we'll go and look at the tornado warning for or tornado watches, sorry, for Tuscaloosa, Alabama. This tornado watch goes until 2 a.m. So we'll look at that. The probabilities, moderate, 60%. This goes until 2 a.m. This one, just 1 inch in hail. Here's the tornado warning, or the severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag. Again, just one tornado warning that's radar indicated. Again, still kind of got that supercell kind of hook here. As this is going to move generally in this, let me draw a better line there. It's going to move generally in this direction most likely, so have to wait and see if the National Weather Service does extend that tornado warning or not. Be interesting to see. I'm going to run to the bathroom really fast, so I'm going to leave the velocity on for this tornado warning. Again, it would be somewhere like this for your kind of supercell look, somewhere kind of like that. But I'm gonna leave this on here, and I will be right back. Let me just make sure our stream is still up and running. I believe it is. Yeah, it's running now. Beautiful. So yeah, alright, I'm going to again leave this on Radar Omega, and I will be right back with you guys. Again, area rotation looks like it might be picking up actually. It would head in this general direction. So again, if you're in this tornado warning, again, a new kind of little concerning area here, a little strong point near Highway 18, just to the west of Riley, Mississippi. A new kind of area rotation may be popping up. 37 more minutes for this tornado warning. It's the only tornado warning that we have currently. 4 severe thunderstorm warnings and a bunch of watches and weather statements as well. Overall, just 7 alerts. So I'll be back, and we'll when we get back, we'll have to see what the latest scan is for this tornado warning. So that's all going good. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'll be right back. And we are back live here. We have a enhanced risk of severe weather today. We already had multiple tornadoes on the ground earlier, and now we have a new area of rotation just to the north of Highway 18, right into here. This could potentially head towards Riley, Mississippi. So if you thought that this was over in Riley and you're thinking you're good, you're not good. As this rotation, strong point of rotation right into here is going to move in this general direction. So they may update this tornado warning, they may not. We'll have to wait and see. Let me see if I can get let me go to docs. Sources. I wonder where my chat thing is. If I can move it. So big screen, minimize, radar omega. Come on, Storm. Okay, so back to the weather coverage that we have here. Let me just put my dog on my bed here. 1 second. There we go. Alright, so back to our 1 tornado warning, which I think might get a upgrade here soon, as there is a new area of rotation right into here, and it's going to kind of move in this general direction towards Riley, Union, and Basler, Mississippi. So I have to wait and see what happens there. Again, no other tornado warnings. This is our only tornado warning that we have. We'll look at the correlation coefficient to see if this has anything on the ground. I don't think so. I think, okay. Huge update now. Alright, if you're in Riley, Mississippi, you have seconds, not minutes, seconds. The latest radar imagery just came in, and it looks like it's going to go in this direction. Might miss just to the south of Riley, Mississippi. We'll look at the latest correlation coefficient, as it's right here. And no, I'm not seeing any debris signature with this tornado. As you can see, that's the supercell right into here, really, just a massive supercell. But no tornado on the ground associated with this storm yet. The velocity looks a little bit more concerning though, as you have that really tight area of rotation. Still radar indicated, no update yet from the National Weather Service, but this is a tight area rotation, and it's going to move probably just to the south, or maybe go through Riley, probably to the south of Riley, Mississippi, heading towards Union, Basler, Mineral Springs, Cedar Ridge, south of Mount Pleasant. So we now kind of focus back in here, get our attention back into this, as there could be a possible another tornado on the ground here that we have to look out for. Again, there is no debris signature where the center of rotation is, which is a good thing. No tornado on the ground yet, but there could be one very soon. Again, this rotation is just to the west of, a little to the north and west of Riley. I mean, there's Riley and there's the rotation. It's west, but a little more north as well. But again, it's going to move in this general direction. It's going to move towards Mineral Springs, Cedar Ridge, Union, Mississippi. Down the line here, if this stays together, it could move towards County Road 531, and it could head towards Stringer, Mississippi. Sorry guys, again, I'm sorry for yawning there. I mean, you might have maybe another, we have the area rotation here, but we might have a secondary one back here. So there's two possible areas of rotation. Of course, the more significant one is right here, the one that we're looking at. The less significant one is right there. But two areas of rotation. Of course, the main one right here near Riley. Again, no confirmed tornado warning with this. Again, there's no debris signature to say that there is a tornado on the ground. And I think that might be one. This might be on the ground. This is heading towards Riley, Mississippi. I think we got a tornado on the ground. And rightfully so. I mean, that, well, it looks a little less impressive now, but it's, you know, right into there, you know, a strong rotation, and of course that less significant one did, you know, just disappear eventually. But yeah, I believe there might be a, and there we go. This is still radar indicated by the National Weather Service. Still radar indicated. They did not bump this up. Still radar indicated. We'll look at the latest here. They said that nothing much has changed, but they did say that this is, you know, reissued the tornado warning here. Again, looks a little less impressive as it did. You know, the last scan was way more impressive. This scan's kind of made it kind of like that. So we will have to wait and see what the National Weather Service says here. And they just reissued it, so, you know, we just gotta trust the National Weather Service. That's still radar indicated, but if you're in Riley, if you're in Union, if you're in Mineral Springs, Mount Pleasant, Beezer, make sure that's, or Beezer, Mississippi, you need to be taking shelter. If you live anywhere, I would say in this area, you should probably be taking shelter. Bay Springs, possibly down the line, maybe, and a tornado warning, just depends. Again, what the National Weather Service says. Again, so we're the one tornado warning, a few severe thunderstorm warnings, one with a tornado possible tag. This is our most our tornado warning that we have, the only one we have, and it was a little concerning earlier, but now it may have weakened, as it may go straight through Riley, or this might actually go to a little bit to the north of Riley. Just trying to see if I can get this to be live. Okay. Okay, what does it say I was at? 900 now? Alright, let's change this really fast. I know I'm showing you all behind the scenes, but I'm just trying to make it the best quality for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and make it 1, 2, 3. We're going to make it 1000. Apply. Okay. Exiting out of that would have just ended the stream, so we're good. Alright, back to our tornado warning. Again, the new area rotation looked strong, weakens a little bit, heading in this direction. So, if you're just joining us here, we are tracking live coverage of this tornado warning and severe weather across the Deep South this evening, and there is your area rotation. Okay, I'm sorry for yawning. It's broad area rotation. It's moving in this direction, kind of near in the center of this polygon. So it's gonna head, once it gets past Highway 18 right into this area, could be in some rural areas, maybe weaken it some more, but this is gonna eventually head towards these residential areas, right into here, as this comes towards this direction. So if you live on County Road 99, just to the south of Mount Pleasant, you need to be in your safe place if you're not already. As this storm has history of producing tornadoes. Kind of watching maybe this storm back here near Puckett, that original tornado warning storm again. It's just kind of chilling there, right into there. Don't think it's going to produce anything though, or get warned again. But again, our new, our tornado warning here, that includes Riley, Mississippi, Mount Pleasant. And again, the area of rotation is going to move in this direction. And we'll have to wait and see. This is kind of how, let's go back to reflectivity. And yeah, that's your supercell look right into there. That's your supercell. And it's going to be moving in this direction. So, wait and see. Maybe this will form something. Maybe it won't. Just depends. Everything's kind of quiet down now, though. So. Oh, excuse me. But right into there, that's your area of concern, your rotation, and it's moving in this general direction towards Middle Springs. Down the line here, we could be talking about Simpson and Stringer, maybe down towards Moss and Matthews as well in Mississippi. It's kind of be going this direction. So if they were to issue a new polygon, it would probably be something like this, maybe. Somewhere in this area, possibly. Another 21 minutes though, so they're not going to rush to push this out, but National Weather Service is definitely looking at it. And there's the latest radar scan. That shows something a little more, shows that the rotation just got a little bit tighter. Right here, again, into this area. That's where your rotation is. It's going to be moving just to the south of Mount Pleasant. This actually seems like it's heading... It was supposed to be heading south, but it seems like it was right here, and now it's right here, so it's moving slowly down. This might... But if I'm in Mount Pleasant, even if I'm in Bay Springs now, Turnerville, Stevens, Lewin, County Road 1525, I would be watching this system right here to see if this produces anything. Again, if you see me looking up, it's because I have another streamer that I'm watching above me that's also covering the weather. That's stealing his content. I'm just looking at it, making sure that I'm, giving you guys the best information and making sure I'm not messing things up. So, be kind of in this direction, I would think, is where this tornado would go. I'll have to wait and see, though. Still have, again, the one tornado warning. Does include Mount Pleasant, Mineral Springs, not Bay Springs, but the next warning could. Excuse me. Just could, you know, possibly. Don't tell me that loaded Alexa. Okay. I thought I loaded the Alexa app and I got nervous for a second. Okay. I thought I loaded the Alexa. Okay. Sound is working, just had to make sure. Okay, as long as we have good connection, we're good. Okay. Back to here, we're going to mute the sound. We'll keep it to 50. Again, this is our area of rotation that we're watching, just to the east of Raleigh and south of Sandpoint, Mississippi. This is a tornado warning storm. This is the area of rotation that we are watching. I don't know why it just lagged like that. We're going to delete that circle and draw a better one. There we go. And this rotation is going to head towards this direction to the south of Bay Springs, Mississippi. Now we're down to just 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. This one in Scott and Lee counties in Mississippi. Tornado possible tag. Because of this area. Right. Oh, radar just updated. So definitely right into there is where they're seeing rotation. And it's kind of moving south, I believe. So it's going to head in this direction, but it also might head in this direction towards Harpersville. So have to wait and see. Go back to our tornado warning in Smith, Mississippi. Looks like it has weakened a little bit. I mean, you got the rotation in there, and then you have another area of rotation just to the west of Sandpoint, Mississippi. Both of these are moving in. This one's moving kind of north, it seems like. So I'm moving to the east. Let me check the storm direction. Yeah, they're moving east, so at 30 miles an hour, so be heading in this direction. This would be heading in this direction if they're heading east. So this one, you know, got the area rotation there, area rotation here. Oh, sorry guys, I'm a little tired, but still want to be here to give you guys the best tornado coverage possible. Where is my phone? It's in my pocket. Let me, I could be doing this. So, let me see something really quick, while we don't have too much going on. What time will it be to southern Mississippi, like near Natchez? Let me just check that. So southern Mississippi near Natchez would be pretty much this area into here. Probably be pretty quiet for the rest of the night. Might get some pop-up showers, but most of the convection and tornadicness, I guess you could say, of these storms is kind of anywhere in this area here, and all these storms are moving in this direction. So from Yazoo City all the way down to Butte, Brookhaven, Laurel, Natchez, probably be okay. probably would have, like I said, maybe some pop-up showers, but nothing too crazy. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Alright, down to just 2 tornado warnings. Again, the one in Scott in Lake County, Mississippi has that tornado possible tag, but look at this tornado warning near Mount Pleasant and Sandpoint, Mississippi, heading towards Bay Springs, and this one's looking a lot less concerning than it was about. Sorry. Looking a lot less impressive than it was 10, 15 minutes ago. But there are 2 areas of rotation that I'm seeing, but I'm not seeing anytime soon that they're gonna form up. Alright, I'm gonna do this so it's a little easier on everybody. Because I don't want to talk about every single county in Mississippi or Alabama, but if you live anywhere from, I'm going to draw a line, if you live anywhere in this area here, if you live anywhere in the tornado watch in this circled area, probably even up into here, you're probably good. You're probably not going to see any severe weather tonight. But if you are in this area, that includes Tuscaloosa, if you're anywhere in this area, you will most likely see severe weather later tonight. And let's see. They just reissued it. Just reissued the tornado warning, expires in 12 minutes. Again, I'm not seeing anything too impressive with this storm. I mean, like I said, the best area rotation is probably right near Sandpoint. But like I said, probably not going to produce anything here. Check that tornado possible tag in Smith and Lee County, Mississippi. That's where they're saying maybe some possible rotation, but things have calmed down significantly. Gonna do a big zoom out here. Yeah, if you live anywhere in this area, you're probably good. All the convections move. All this convection over here is gonna move into this area here. Well, since we have a break and nothing exciting is going on, let's talk about, let's zoom out some more. Let's talk about tomorrow, the lookout for tomorrow. There is a slight risk for tomorrow. The slight risk goes all the way down towards Spring Hill, Homosassa Springs, near Daytona Beach, all the way to near Gulfport, and all the way up towards Augusta, Georgia. The tornado threat for tomorrow, I believe it's only 2%. Yeah, it's only 2% for your tornado threat for tomorrow. Your wind threat for tomorrow is going to be the 15% chance. If you live in the slight risk, you have a 15% chance to see wind and hail tomorrow. Live in the marginal, it's 5%. Well, hail's 5% in all these regions. Goes all the way back towards Paris, Texas, all the way towards, I guess, Edgefield, and Edgefield, South Carolina, all the way down towards Miami. So, widespread hail for tomorrow, possibly. And then we'll look at the day 3 outlook. Still just a marginal risk of severe weather. Your marginal risk is going to be in this area here. That's your marginal risk for Tuesday. And there's only should just be a 5% chance of severe weather. Day 4 through 8 though, everything else everything else looks good. No more severe weather with this storm, no more severe weather for the next week according to the National Weather Service, but that can always change because a week is too far out. So we're going to go back in to our tornado warning. Again, still radar indicated, will expire most likely in the next 7 minutes. So take a look at this again, see what the velocity is saying about this. Again, like I said, up here near Sandy Point is the greatest area of rotation. Doesn't mean that there's going to be a tornado up there though. So, but I zoomed out really far there. Go back to that tornado possible, severe thunderstorm warning. Again, it's a tornado possible because there's a rotation associated with this storm. It's kind of right into there, I would say. So that's why there's a tornado possible tag. 11 p.m. Central, this tornado warning here will expire, and we will have no tornado warnings. But we will have to watch as these storms move into Alabama. Yeah, we'll have to watch this area. They'll become less severe though as they move more to the west. But if they were to cancel the tornado warning, if you live anywhere, let me kind of zoom out with this. I don't think so. So hold on, let me zoom out, super zoom here. Okay, here we go. If you live anywhere realistically in this area here, well, here, that's a bad line actually. Let me redo that. If you live anywhere in this area here, most likely dealt with a severe weather threat. The tornado watch goes, I think until 1 a.m. Yeah, 1 a.m. So most likely the severe weather threat's over if you are in the blue circle kind of bubble letter C shape. But if you I'm gonna do a different color for this. I can do pink. If you live anywhere in this area, you still have severe weather coming. That includes Montgomery, Birmingham, Alexandria City, Greenville. So, do have to be watching these places as that weather moves on. About 3 more minutes left for this tornado warning. So. Although, I mean, this up here does look a little bit concerning. Just to the south of Pineville and to the north of Salina. But yeah, probably gonna be severe weather that will most likely be ended soon. Again, if you live in, like I said, like a bubble letter C here, you're fine. No severe. There we go. I just got a new tornado warning, and I kind of figured they would issue this new tornado warning because of this velocity signature that I saw back here. So again, it's ramping up. Got a brand new tornado warning right into here. And it's going to be moving in this direction. This is going to be moving east at 25 miles an hour. It'll be around Lewin at 11:10, Montrose at 11:15, Turneville at 11:20, and Paulding at 11:40. Again, it looked very promising, this signature right here on radar. Again, it's moving to the east, so it's going to be moving in this direction, and this, includes Lewin, Turnerville, Gridley, McNeil, Raz, just south of Montrose, just to the south of Clear Springs and Pineville. So, again, respect the polygon, respect the warning. So again, this one up here will expire, but now Jasper and Smith County, Mississippi, you're now under a brand new tornado warning. And this will go till until midnight. So this tornado warning will go until midnight. We'll have to see what the condition is by then, but the tornado's going to move in this direction. So, and they might have let that, they let that other tornado warning expire, or it's 11 o'clock, so it just automatically expired. But yeah, your area rotation right into there, moving at this direction at 25 miles an hour. There's the latest scan from velocity, and the rotation's right in there. Again, it's moving this direction, 25 miles an hour. So we'll have to be watching this here as this tornado moves off to the east. Just trying to make sure this stays up to date. Set my phone back down on charge. Okay, so new area of rotation again here, moving east. We'll check correlation coefficient. Don't think this is dropping any debris right into here. Is where the rotation is. Yeah. No debris signature with this tornado just yet. So. Probably will try and produce something soon, as this is going to move in this direction. Again, if you live in like a polygon, please respect the polygon. Don't try to be dumb. Just get in your safe spot, stay underground until this storm passes you. Not seeing any debris signatures. Kind of called this out before they warned it. Kind of said that, hey, that's a area that we need to watch, just to the near Sandy Point, and that rotation really kind of started here and it's moved all the way up to there. So sorry again. So we're going to get out of drawing first off and look at the correlation coefficient. Again, no, nothing that signifies that, hey, we got a tornado on the ground. So again, right into there is the tornado warning. It's going to be moving in this general direction. So if you're anywhere in this tornado warning, please take shelter now. Don't wait till the last second, because if this strengthens and becomes a big tornado, you may not have seconds to get to shelter. So plead the warning now. If you're downstream here in Gridley, Folk, Potting, Pentley, Turnerville, McNeil, Raz, Veba, McNeil, Folk, Lewin, Stevens, go ahead, get in that safe spot. Don't wait till the storm's right on you and then decide to take shelter. Just a really broad area of rotation here. Okay, no correlation coefficient drop. So again, it's not on the ground yet, but doesn't mean that it won't be soon. So moving this way. In other words, again, just down to 2 tornado warnings. Jackson, Louisiana, Lincoln, Louisiana, Union, Louisiana, Alricha, Louisiana. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Yeah, severe thunderstorm warning in Newton, Leake, Nisba, Scott. All those counties in Mississippi are under a severe thunderstorm warning as well. no correlation coefficient drop. So that is your rotation, your area rotation that's moving this direction. If they issue another warning, it'll probably be somewhere like that. It's too early to be talking about other warnings. Once it gets towards Raz, Grizzly, McNeil, I think that's when we can start talking about another warning. But for now, under a tornado warning until midnight. So have to be weather aware till midnight. It's Sunday. Happy Father's Day, by the way, to all the fathers out there. Oh, excuse me again. So right into there is the rotation of this tornado. We're going to quickly switch gears to the tornado, or sorry, not tornado, severe thunderstorm warning in Louisiana. That does include Ruston, just to the west of Monroe, and it includes a bunch of cities, and towns here. Maybe some trying to rotate over here, just to the west of Ruston, Louisiana. This is warned for 1 1/4 inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. So be aware of that. And we'll go to the one in Mississippi. This one has includes Union, Rock Creek, Walnut Grove, Prospect. So, but no areas of rotation. I say just gotta be careful of the 1 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds with that storm. Again, that's the area rotation we're watching for this tornado warning as it moves off to the east. Well, I think it's moving northeast if I were to be honest. So if I'm in Clear Springs, because it started right in here, and it's moved this way, and it hasn't really moved to the east. It's been kind of going northeast in a way. So, I would be concerned for Clear Springs up towards Roberts, Mount Vernon. So, be concerned. We're gonna watch it, but I would be concerned. No correlation coefficient drop, so just kinda waiting, for something to happen. But it would be right in here's your big area of rotation. Right into there. Sorry for being quiet. It's just really not much going on right now, so Gonna check my YouTube here. Yeah, just gonna unmute this really fast, guys. Now, so okay, excellent connection. That's what you love to hear. Or see, sorry. Back to our tornado warning. Just a area of rotation here. I think it's moving in this direction, but you know, then we just got the latest radar update there. It's kind of weakened a little bit. We still maybe got something here, but it's definitely weakened down. So again, you're still under a tornado warning till midnight. So got another 48 minutes to go, but I don't think that there's really anything to be too concerned about. But still stay in your shelter. It's a tornado warning. Anything can and will happen. We are talking about the weather here, so maybe if we have time, since nothing's really going on, let's look about weather models for tomorrow. You know, take a deep in-depth look about tomorrow. Pivotal weather. Models. HRRR. Let's look at the latest Tuesday. It goes 18 hours out. That's, you know, goes till tomorrow morning and then towards tomorrow afternoon in the evening. So, United States, Southeast. That's where we have that slight risk. Forecast loop. And here we go. Severe weather. Okay, so your most unstable cape, as you can see, cape's pretty high there for Texas, northern Louisiana, Mississippi. I was kind of waiting for this to load so we can not lag. But you can see the cape is very strong, then it kind of dies out. And then for tomorrow, you can see the cape comes in from the Gulf of Mexico, gets into Mobile, Alabama, near Gulfport, Biloxi, Mississippi, gets towards the panhandle of Florida as well. And then... sorry guys. And then kind of dies out, and then it kind of re-strengthens here for re-strengthens on Monday for south central Mississippi, into Alabama, Mobile, still Florida Panhandle as well, and then near the end of the run kind of fades away. We'll look at the significant tornado parameter. Actually thought we had a 10.0 at some point. See if I can find that spot again where it's a 10.0. That's like a 10.0 pretty much. PDS tornado. Well, I didn't mean to click up there, but okay, let's go ahead and get this rolling. So as we go through tonight, the significant tornado perimeter kind of just drops out, and it heads towards Alabama, Mobile, near the Panhandle of Florida, and yeah. So going towards tomorrow, just kind of stays near the coastal areas in southern counties of Alabama, Florida, maybe even Mobile, Alabama, and then it kind of weakens and dies out. So we're going to look at the latest 0Z, which goes 48 hours out, and we're going to look at our CAPE for the next couple days, and we'll see what check back on the radar here. Don't want to make sure we don't miss anything. And I believe they just issued a new tornado warning. Yesterday. Remains in effect till midnight. Okay, they just kind of shortened it, but your area rotations right into there near Cedar Springs. That's where I'm seeing the rotation the most. So again, just be safe, be weather aware. We're going to back to the web, the World Wide Web. Just trying to see if I can get this to go back to where I am currently. There we go. Alright, so CAPE for the next 48 hours, 2 days, according to the HRRR. Like I said, it kind of dies out from Mississippi, and then that surge from the Gulf of Cape comes in, and then we get a little bit more CAPE as another surge of CAPE comes in from down here, kind of comes in this way towards southern Mississippi. And then it kind of dies out, and then just kind of really don't get much of nothing. Just, kind of just dies out, doesn't really go anywhere. So check the significant tornado parameter. Probably kind of the same ordeal here. We're gonna wait for this run to go through, but hope everyone's having a good night so far. Hope everyone had a great Father's Day, a good weekend. Ready to knock out this next work week and get it over with. Excuse me. So look at the significant tornado parameter again. Kind of dies out. And then realistically it just kind of fizzles out. Doesn't really do anything. Just doesn't, weekends it really dies out, Monday evening, and then all the way to Wednesday morning, just no significant tornado parameter. So might get a little bit of a calm start to the week if you live in what? Video. What do you mean not experiencing enough video? Again, our one tornado warning is okay. I see what you mean by buffering. We're gonna stay live till midnight. we're going to let me just go to settings, knock it down to about 900. Apply. Okay. Back to here to check. Alright, there we go. Back to Radar Omega. Looking at our little area of rotation here, right near Clear Springs. Only area of rotation I see, but other than that, I think maybe done with this severe weather for this evening. Let's see here. Do another little go to bed type scenario here. If you live in this area, we won't include those storms there. If you live anywhere in this area, you can most likely just go to bed. I mean, if you live, near Monroe, Louisiana, this is going to continue to move to the east. So if you live in this area near Pittsburgh, just kind of be prepared for maybe some rumbles of thunder, but nothing too crazy there. And if you live in this area here, that was really bad. Let me undo that and do a better job, because I know I can. If you live in these areas here, then be prepared for some more rumbles of thunder, maybe some hail, but the tornadic threat will most likely be ended. So, about 30 more minutes left on this tornado warning for Jasper and Smith counties in Mississippi. Can I explain what CAPE is? Okay. So CAPE is your kinetic available potential energy, which is fuel for thunderstorms. Usually the higher CAPE, the higher the make sure we didn't get another tornado warning. Okay. Usually the higher the CAPE, the more fuel it is for thunderstorms. It's like putting let me think here. Adding fuel to a fire, basically. Like the storms are the fire, and the CAPE is that fuel, like gasoline that makes it worse. And you could have 6,000 CAPE, but no, you can have high CAPE, but CAPE isn't the only thing that determines whether you get high tornado, like massive tornadoes and things like that. If you see 6,000 CAPE, you might think, oh, that's like widespread EF5 tornado. No, there's other factors like dew points, which are the temperatures up in the atmosphere. There's things like low-level jet, which and the low pressures, which form up because of troughing, which is what kind of moves our thunderstorms and creates them. So CAPE is a big part of severe weather, though. CAPE is, we look at CAPE and we can tell whether we had a, bad weather day coming up or something like that. But CAPE usually is not, especially now, once we get into the peak severe weather season, CAPE usually is pretty high, but, so. But yeah, CAPE is just, again, your kinetic available potential energy, which shows that all the, the higher the CAPE, the more fuel it is for those thunderstorms to blow up and form up and make more of a scene, I guess. Latest update from radar. Looking at an area right into here, just to the west of Lewin. Just to the south, and a little bit to the west of Roberts, Mississippi. I'm looking at a new area, possibly of rotation. Nothing too concerning though. So, but definitely, if you're, anywhere in this polygon, make sure you are in shelter. Even if you, I know if you're anywhere on this, this side of the polygon, you're probably not even worried about it, which is understandable, but still make sure you're in shelter taking place, because this area of rotation here could move this way, and if you're in Gritty, Raz, or McNeil, and there's a big area rotation right here, or maybe even a radar indicated brand new tornado warning, and it's moving right this way, and you're not in your tornado shelter, and there's a tornado debris signature right here, then that's not good. So just make sure you're safe and stay weather aware. I'm not trying to scare you, just trying to warn you. Make sure you do take those safety precautions as needed. Got 3 severe thunderstorm warnings, 2 in Louisiana, 1 in Mississippi, all for at least 1 inch in hail and all for 60-mile-an-hour winds. This one in Jackson, Lincoln parishes in Louisiana, 1.25 inch hail for those thunderstorms. Back to the reflectivity. And again, they extended that severe thunderstorm warning to the south here. So this may try and go in this direction. So, but no telling how long that's going to last. So, if you live anywhere in this area, just kind of be prepared if this storm does stay long tracked and move this direction. But by the time it probably gets towards Jonesville, maybe even near Natchez, it probably would most likely weaken out. So, but we still have, again, 1 tornado warning. This tornado, this supercell that's produced this tornado has looked impressive multiple times. Just hasn't had the it factor to produce another tornado. That's the area rotation right in there. Actually, scratch that. I have a new area of rotation that we might have to watch right here near Stevens. Stevens, Mississippi, as this is a new area rotation we might have to be watching. Let me check correlation coefficient, make sure there's nothing. And there we go, we have a brand new tornado warning. This one is radar indicated, 1.75 inch hail, tornado and golf ball size hail. It'll be near Paulding around 11:45 p.m. tonight. As again, just south of Stevens is where we're watching this possible new area of rotation, as this is going to move in this general direction towards Acne, and that's covered up on my line, Waldrop. So just kind of be weather aware. We're going to check correlation coefficient again. We had to stop because of new tornado warning that got issued. I mean, just near Stevens, as you can see, that's the supercell right into here, and that's where your area of rotation is. So no tornado on the ground yet, but like I said, now's that time to heed that warning that I was telling you down here near Raz, McNeil, Turnerville, because this could easily go in this direction towards the east, a little northeast, and head straight toward you guys like I was talking about earlier. So you need to be taking shelter, and anywhere at this polygon you need to be taking shelter, as we have a brand new area, again a rotation. This is going to try again to drop another tornado on the ground. So it's kind of been a long night here. I know it's been a long evening and night, or afternoon through the night for the south, but it's your new area of rotation if you're just joining us here, and just to the south of Stevens, Mississippi, heading towards Turnersville and Folk, and maybe towards Podding, Mississippi. So have to be watching that. Still have our 2 severe thunderstorm warnings for Louisiana and Mississippi. Oh, excuse me. Again, just to the south of Stevens, junior area rotation that we are watching right now. And there's the latest radar scan. Looks a little more inflow dominant, possibly. But again, it's moving kind of towards this direction. So check. We'll check correlation coefficient. And yeah, pretty sure that's a good debris signature. We may have a tornado on the ground. This is going to be heading in this direction. Very good debris signature. Just to the south of Stevens, got a debris signature here. If you live in this area, we now have this is a tornado on the ground. There's a debris signature. It's going to be heading in this direction towards Acne, Wardrop, and Lake Kono. If you know anyone in these areas, please tell them, alert them, tell them to take shelter, as this is a tornado on the ground. As we can see the debris signature right there. It struggled for so long to try and get a tornado going, and now it seems like it's finally got its act together, and it's produced another tornado. And here we go. This is an observed tornado, and this is our PDS tornado warning. A particularly dangerous situation. You need to take cover now. This is radar confirmed by the debris signature. This is a PDS, a particularly dangerous situation. There's your debris signature right there. And it's going to be heading in this direction towards Acne and Waldberg. So this is, again, a particularly dangerous situation. You've been in tornado warnings. If you've ever been in tornado warning before, this is not your regular tornado warning. Your life is in danger. You need to take shelter now if you're in the path of this tornado. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm trying to warn you, trying to get you to get motivated to get in that shelter. As there's a debris signature radar confirmed tornado warning. And it's not a regular tornado warning, it's a PDS, or particularly dangerous situation that we need to be watching out for as this heads to the south and to the east. Finally, this storm has finally got its act together and produced a tornado. How long will this tornado last? We don't know. But that doesn't matter right now. All that matters is that you're taking shelter if you're anywhere in this area particularly. Again, this is not your average tornado warning. It's a particularly dangerous situation. You need to be taking shelter now. This is not a joke. This is not something that you see every day. It's a rare occasion that you get PDS tornado warnings. So you need to be in your safe spot. If they were to issue a new tornado warning box, it would probably be in this area, which would include Bay Springs, Lake Kono, Vernon, Blue Ridge. So we thought it was over, but it's never over. It's weather. Again, that is our debris signature that we have here of this tornado that's on the ground right now causing damage. And this is not, again, your average tornado. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Oh, excuse me. So you need to be in that safe spot, and you need to be prepared to take action if necessary. That's where I think a new warning similar to this would be issued. And there's the latest updates. You can see the debris ball right here, just to the west of Turnerville. It was near Stevenson, so it's kind of shifting around. It's kind of shifting around in this area. But if you're in Turnerville, McNeil, Raz, Gridley, Lewin, you all need to be back on high alert again, as this is a PDS tornado warning, a particularly dangerous situation, and you don't, as you see right there, particularly dangerous situation. It's a life-threatening situation. Your life is in danger. You need to be taking shelter now. Again, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to warn you, trying to make sure that you take shelter. But it just upgraded this to observed. Sorry, bad time for a yawn, I know. We upgraded it to a PDS, as you can see on the latest velocity. There it is, right there. That's your tornado that's on the ground. Look back at just to the east of Stevens, to the west of Turnerville, on County Road 1537, and just to the west of County Road 1612, and to the west of Highway 16. Have a confirmed tornado on the ground. Possibly, we'll check the latest imagery. It says it's still moving east at 25 miles an hour. Sorry. Again, just waiting on the next scan here. To see, and yeah, it's moving north. And it's moving north. There's the debris ball. Okay. If they were to issue a new warning, I would say it would be something like this. Alright, so if you're in Pentley, Verba, I-20, Highway 29, Montrose, if you're in, or Highway 20, sorry, not I-20, Lewin, Montrose, Verba, Baxter, Plenty. You need to all these places need to be in your safe spot. Right into here. You need to be in your safe spot. Again, this is our particularly dangerous situation that we are looking at here. And the latest velocity scan is not showing any weakening. Matter of fact, it might be getting even stronger. Sorry, I'm just looking at the TV. I'm just kind of looking all over the place right now. But again, debris ball right here, moving off to the north and to the east is my prediction. It could move right near Turnersville and head towards McNeil. We will have to wait and see. But again, this is a particularly dangerous situation. It does not mean that you can play around. Sorry, I know, another bad time for a yawn. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Your life is in danger. Take shelter, please. We want to be safe as possible in situations like this. Waiting for the next radar scan to come in here to see what we have, as this is again just to the south of Montrose. It was down near Stevens, to the south of Stevens, and then it kind of went up in between Stevens and Turnerville, and now it's kind of heading north, it seems like. Again, this is a confirmed tornado, radar confirmed tornado. We could see if weather spotters have seen this. Radar confirmed. You're in a life-threatening situation from the National Weather Service. This warning does expire in 17 minutes. We will probably see if this does stay long tracked. We will see another tornado on the ground. We will see another tornado warning for these areas. Let me just do something really fast. Oh, 1 second, guys. And there's the latest radar update right into there. We're going to check correlation coefficient. Kind of nervous to see this. And yeah, there's massive debris ball right here. Turn. Let me do something really quick, guys. There we go. Just trying to spread the word here, is what you guys should try and be doing as well, is spreading the word of this tornado on the ground right now to the north of Turnersville. And there's your rotation right there. I believe it's still moving north towards Verba, Mississippi. So if you're in Verba, you need to take shelter, as this tornado seems like it's heading your way. We'll have to wait for the next few scans to see if that holds true. Make sure this is our only tornado warning. Again, there's your debris ball, your signature right there. Again, it's moving towards Verba and just to the west of Plenty and to the east of Montrose, Mississippi. Just to the north of Turnersville. Got a huge debris ball right there. Velocity does look a little less impressive though, so that's a good sign that it could be weakening. But again, still just very tight rotation right into there, as it most likely will move north towards Verba. I know people are asleep right now, getting ready for the work week this week, but if you live in Verba, Plenty, Montrose, Mississippi, if you live anywhere in this general direction, you need to be watching this storm as it moves off to the north and to the east. No update yet. I have not seen any. I haven't gotten any updates to radar yet. I mean, that's the latest radar update we have. Is right there to the north of Turnersville. Is where the rotation is. And there we go. There's the latest debris ball, or correlation coefficient. Sorry, right into here. Your main tornado is most likely right into here. It seems like right into here is like the main tornado. Let's see if velocity has updated itself. Yeah, there's the rotation right into here. It's not as strong as it was at all, but it is still there. And you can see it's weakening, I believe, but there is a tornado still on the ground. As you can see, that's the right in here is the debris ball of the supercell. The main circulation is just to the south of Verba, like I've been saying. I've been saying it for a while. And there we go. It is now observed. They have updated it. They have taken off the PDS. So this is no longer a PDS tornado warning, but you still need to be taking shelter in this area. As that's your debris ball right in there. So let's check velocity again. Yeah, the rotation is right here on Highway 23. That's where your rotation is. And check the correlation coefficient. And this thing again just kind of popped up out of nowhere, and that's why we say, to watch out in these areas, because you never know what could happen. Excuse me again, sorry guys. But yeah, it's the latest scan. The debris ball is right there. Latest velocity shows it has weakened a lot since, the last few scans, but it's still there. Could possibly still be on the ground, so we still need to be in our safe place taking shelter. They did not remove the observe tag. You see there, it still says observe for the next 9 minutes. Excuse me. Will they, it's just a matter of time, here at midnight in the next 9 minutes, will they issue a new warning? What will it look like in 9 minutes? So yeah, but yeah, it started down to the south of Stevens, and it's weird. It started in Stevens, and then it whipped to Huey, and went straight back up towards Verba. So it's a little interesting there, but. There's the latest scan coming in. As we might have something near Falk. We might have another area of rotation down here that we might be looking at. So it looks like this may be rotating down here near Falk, and it might head in this direction. That is something to be a little concerned about. Let's check the latest correlation coefficient. And yeah, there is the debris right there. So this velocity, this tornado near Verba could still be on the ground. So if it is, it's most likely weakened by now. But you need to be taking shelter. You need to be in your safe spot. Excuse me for yawning. But y'all need to be in your safe spot, underground, or if you can't get underground, get into a basement. A basement is underground, so if you can't get underground at all, like to a basement or a storm shelter, get into the most interior room with no windows. Pretend you have superpowers. If you can punch through the walls of your home in the room that you're in, like your safe room, and if your hand doesn't go outside all 4 walls, that means you're good. But if it does, that means you're near an exterior wall, which is bad. So you need to be able to find yourself a room that has no exterior walls and as little windows as possible. Wear a helmet, wear shoes. Most people get hurt or get injured or maybe even die by tornadoes because not getting sucked into it because of the debris and stepping on nails and other things like that after the tornado. So be safe, and please just heed the warnings, take shelter, wear a helmet if you can. If you can't, get a mattress, put some tennis shoes on, some boots on, something on your feet so you're not walking out there barefoot, especially near midnight, 1 a.m. when it's pitch black dark outside. So please just heed the warning, take shelter, and make sure you're prepared for during the tornado and the aftermath of the tornado. Alright, let's focus back in here. Near Falk to the south of Gridley, Mississippi, we have a new possible area of rotation that might be trying to form up here that we're going to have to watch. No debris signature yet, so will be interesting to see. Gonna still up a second. There we go. Alright. And yeah, it's kind of weakened a lot there on the latest radar scan. So that's that area of rotation right into there. And then you still have area rotation in there. So The one near Fock has weakened tremendously. Doesn't look as impressive as it did on the last scan. And correlation coefficient agrees. Nothing there. Still might getting some debris that's flying in the air, possibly near Verba. So be careful of that. But here at midnight, most likely they're going to probably let this expire, or they're going to issue another radar indicated tornado warning, possibly for this area right into here, to the east of Paulding and just to the south of Plenty, Mississippi. So still gonna be watching this to see if it does do anything, which I don't think it is. So in case you're just joining us, we did have a tornado that was down here near Stevens. It kind of went down and it kind of went back up in this direction. So now we're just kind of waiting to see if the National Weather Service does issue another tornado warning, or they let this expire at midnight. That's kind of the next thing. If there was another area rotation I would be concerned about, it would be right here near Paulding and to the south of Plenty, Mississippi, right in this area here. We'll see if they, we'll see what happens with it. 2 more minutes, so we'll see what happens. And they have just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for this storm. Let me go back to velocity. This severe thunderstorm warning does have the tornado possible tag, 1 1/4 inch hail and 60 mile/hour winds, and this does go all the way out towards Chancellor, Davis, Quitman, Stable, and Salisbury, DeSoto, Mississippi. And again, the area rotation that we're kind of watching is right here to the east of Paulding, or the west, sorry. So it looks like they're going to let this tornado warning expire, and they're just going to leave the severe thunderstorm warning tornado possible tag. That does include Stonewall, Enterprise, Rose Hill, Fellowship, New Fellowship, Middleton, Stiles, Pine Ridge, or not Pine Ridge, sorry, Chancellor, Davis, Quitman, DeSoto, Roy. So, but I think that might be the end of that. We still have probably another 40-35 seconds left. Don't think they're going to issue another tornado warning again. Maybe a little rotation or something right here near Paulding that we'll have to monitor. And it's officially midnight, so there we go. The tornado warning has expired. We now have no more tornado warnings, and we are just down to severe thunderstorm warnings. This one's the tornado possible one right here. We have another one in Alabama that we can go take a look at for 1 3/4 inch hail and 60 mile/hour winds. This is going to move off to the north and to the east. That includes Pleasant Groves, Trenton, Paint Rock, Woodville, Rocky Ridge, Cedar Point, Poplar Ridge. We can maybe take a look and see some of the winds. Yeah, widespread 40, 30, 40s, and maybe a couple pockets of 50s with this storm. So let's go back to the Jasper and Smith County, I believe. Severe thunderstorm warning. Wait for the radar to load, and there we go. So, we'll do a little bit of a recap, like I normally do. But I've done, try to do it every 30 minutes or so. So, if you live anywhere in these areas here, that was a really bad drawing. Let me do that again. If you live anywhere in these areas here, you're good. If you live anywhere in this circle or out here in this area, you're good. There's nothing else to worry about. You can go to bed. South of Monroe, there is a severe thunderstorm there. Again, this may try to move directly south or a little bit to the south and east. It might move towards Natchez and out. Probably will weaken though by the time it gets there, so not too concerning. If you live in these areas in here, the main thing you're worrying about tonight into tomorrow morning is just severe wind and hail. The tornado threat is going to dramatically decrease, and you'll have just wind and hail to worry about. Still have to, in the tornado watch area, there's still a chance for development, especially with this tornado possible tornado here. But if you live on the west side of this line, you're done. Live on the east side of this line, you still have probably about 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours to go before this is all over. And then again, we'll quickly, since we don't have any tornado warnings, we'll go over the severe weather threat for tomorrow. Let me pull this up. Tomorrow there is a slight risk for severe weather. It does include Gulfport, Augusta, Georgia, all the way down towards Palm Coast, Daytona Beach, and Spring Hill, Florida. And we just got a brand new tornado warning, so hold the phone. We got a new tornado warning to look at. This is associated with that severe thunderstorm warning. So we're going to go take a look at it. This is for Louisiana. It does include Columbia, Louisiana. I don't think it quite includes Grayson, Louisiana. Okay. Just had to check something. We're going to check the velocity. We're going to see where they I see just to the north of Mount Pleasant is where they see possible rotation. So again, new tornado warning in Louisiana. That does include Columbia, Bellevue, Columbia Heights, Banks Springs, Hurwart, Corey, Blankston, Mount Pleasant, and Riverton. And there's that area rotation right here near Mount Pleasant. This should just be radar indicated. Yeah, radar indicated. Expires in 40 minutes. We'll look at the details here. Let's see. It'll be around Columbia around 12:20 a.m. It will be near Columbia. So it is moving southeast. It's going to move in this direction. And that's your new area rotation, a brand new tornado warning for Louisiana. That does include Columbia. And there's also a severe thunderstorm warning with this, with 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. And now you have a tornado warning on top of that. Sorry for yawning. Check correlation coefficient to see if there is anything near Mount Pleasant that would suggest something? No, I'm not really seeing anything. So I'm not seeing anything that would indicate this is on the ground. But, we do have a tornado warning. The rotation's right near Mount Pleasant in Louisiana, and it's going to move in this direction, I believe, according to the National Weather Service. It's going to move in this direction. Again, if you're just joining us, we have a brand new tornado warning in Louisiana that does include Columbia and Mount Pleasant. It does also include Cadwell and Richland parishes in Louisiana. Expires at 11:45. And there's that area rotation that the National Weather Service sees that they are watching. Trying to make sure this tornado is just not on the ground right now, which is not. It's not a very strong velocity signature, but it's still there, still signaling that something is there, trying to produce a tornado. Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. So looks like we're staying up till 1. And at 1 a.m. we actually get the new day 2 outlook, so we will have to wait and see. The correlation coefficient. Nothing there. Again, that rotation right in here, and that rotation is moving pretty much straight towards Columbia, Louisiana, just to the south of Riverton. Sorry. Again, that's your new area of rotation there. It's just over Mount Pleasant, and it's moving in this direction. Eventually, this is going to get into Mississippi towards Mason. Let me get out of this so I can get more locations. This is going to attack Fort Necessity, Bowie, Mason, Extension, Mississippi, as this heads to the south and to the east. Check correlation coefficient. Again, nothing that would indicate that this is on the ground, but still need to be watching this area here. Check back in on our tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning. I will see if that rotation's gotten any stronger or if it's gotten weaker. So, well, just to the northeast of Paulding, there's another strong velocity signature. It's going to kind of move in this direction. So, gonna watch this. I wouldn't be surprised again if they issue a tornado warning. That most likely might. Oh, there's the latest radar scan there. It's that area rotation right there. Kind of weakened down again, became more broad. So we are going to switch gears back to our tornado warning in Louisiana. And there is the rotation right here fixing to cross into Columbia. Again, no tornado debris signature, which is a good thing. So been a crazy stream so far. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Just gonna make sure that everything's going good over here. Let me see if I can. Let's bump this up to 5,000 and see how good it does. One, two, three. Times one. Okay. Okay. Let's go to Radar Omega and check out our new, or not new, well it is new, but check out this area of rotation here. It's gonna move towards Columbia. Again, take shelter. Don't try to stand outside and wait till the last second. If you're in Columbia, you have seconds to get to shelter, mere seconds, maybe even nanoseconds to get to shelter. But if you're downstream here near on Highway 4, counting a couple minutes here to try and get to shelter. And it's kind of broad, like right in there. That's where the rotation is. Just make sure this is all good. Radar Omega. Okay. Back to our tornado warning in Louisiana, just to the south of Riverton, I can't speak. Riverton and to the east of Mount Pleasant. It is our only tornado warning. We're going to check back on that tornado possible in Jasper County, Mississippi, because the rotation did kind of look a little impressive and then it weakened down. We'll see if anything else has grown on this. Oh, there's actually something here near Baker. Maybe something trying to form up there. Just to the east of Baker, Mississippi, and to the west of Plenty, Mississippi. Maybe a little something to watch here. We'll see if that grows and does anything. As we got another area right here we're watching. So I might get another tornado warning soon. We will have to wait and see. But we're going to go back to our tornado warning that is in Louisiana. See the latest scan on it, see if anything has changed. Check the correlation coefficient. Nope. Not seeing any debris with this tornado. So, and there's the latest scan as it this area right here, it's going to actually go towards Columbia Heights and Bank Springs. Again, this goes until, I believe, 12:45. Until 12:45, yeah, okay. I figured it was 12:45. Okay, back to our tornado possible. Just to see if anything's updated over there on that rotation we were talking about earlier. Sorry for the yawn. actually is a flash flood warning for Montgomery, Chickasaw, Winston, and Adela, Mississippi. So now we're getting that flash flood warning starting to come in here. 2 areas that I'm watching, this area just south of Rose Hill and the area just south of Garlandville, Mississippi. 2 areas that I'm kind of watching out for, but I think the tornado warning for Louisiana, I think it's kind of weakened out and just kind of been nothing there. Right in there. It's gonna move in this general direction. I will not be live tomorrow. If there is a chance, if it does get bumped up to an enhanced tomorrow, I will be live. If it's not too late, they bump it up to an enhanced. We will have to wait and see. Ooh. It's right into there. And that's the kind of rotation that we're watching, but yeah, it's kind of diminished. There's kind of really nothing there now. Again, still respect the warning polygon. We've seen this stuff happen before where we say, oh, it's not good, and then a few scans later, you know, like somewhere down the line here near County Road 589, you could have a massive area of rotation that looks really good. So you gotta, you know, keep your eyes peeled, but don't pay attention to it too much. But yeah, this area near Baker's kind of weakened, and this area right here might be trying to do a little something. Gonna do another update here. Gonna go to the, well, that's a little too far out, reflectivity. Gonna go back in here, and we're going to why is this lagging so bad? Zoom back out a second. Okay, in this screen, that is your 2% tornado risk for tomorrow. And I quickly finished going over this because I didn't get to earlier. And then your wind threat, that you got that 15% that goes towards Augusta, Georgia, all the way down towards Mobile and Gulfport, Mississippi. And then your hail threat is a 5% risk all the way near Paris and Texarkana, Texas, all the way to South Carolina, all the way down towards Miami, Florida. So, big, huge hail threat tomorrow. And then we have a marginal risk for severe weather on Tuesday. That does include Jackson, Mississippi, Montgomery, Alabama, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Panama City. And there's only a 5% chance of severe weather with that. So go ahead and cut that off. Again, if you live in this area here, you're good. But if you do live, I won't be too concerned about this tornado warning near Columbia, but yeah, you pick your poison. I don't even know how long we've been streaming for. I just been kind of. I'm sorry if y'all were all those live streams and things. I've had so much trouble trying to get. Sorry for yawning. I had so much trouble trying to get it set up, and then now I finally get it set up. And you know, we had a few eventful moments tonight for our first official stream of severe weather, which is a good thing. So We actually have two tornado possibles. We have one for Newton and Scott County in Mississippi. Goes to Chunky New oh yeah, right in south of Wall. Right in here maybe there's maybe a little something. But so laggy and bad, dude. I gotta lower the settings. No, 300, 3,000. Yeah, it's kinda, I don't know, it's not really seeing enough video to maintain. It's buffering. Let's move this down to I'll mute this really fast chat. Hold on. Near Columbia, but yeah, you pick your poison. No data again. Okay, I'm gonna have to bump this down again. Which I don't want to, but I mean, I don't want YouTube to end my stream because I don't have any data, so. Sorry, guys. I'm truly trying to make this better. It's just so terrible right now. Let's make this 900. So to apply. Okay. Do this. Minimize. YouTube. Also just the Wi-Fi that's messing up. Oh, big stretch. Console, just that one tornado warning. Nothing too much has changed. Now let me copy this. Settings. Don't know why the stream key wouldn't. Yeah, it's not letting me use the stream key again. That's not good. That's probably why this is poor. We love issues. Again, nothing, little update, nothing really exciting is happening right now. We do have a tornado warning that I do want to say, but it's not anything really concerning at the moment. Is they just issued a new thunderstorm warning for that storm that did get tornado warning. So it does have a getting tornado warning, so please let's hit okay. It's just poor, it's just these let's hit okay. Alright, let's just we'll end off the stream. Alright, we're gonna end off the stream here. I'm going to, so this doesn't do anything, it's just gonna make me more mad. So before we end off the stream, I'm gonna go to the reflectivity. As this storm is heading in this general direction, so you have to be careful of that. If it were to draw a box, it would probably be something like that. So whoever was asking earlier about Franklin County, I wouldn't stay up worrying about it too much. But Franklin County could see the severe thunderstorm warning extend down, but nothing probably too crazy here. So again, if you live anywhere, well, hold on, let me redraw that line. If you live anywhere in here, you're good, go to bed, you'll be okay. If you live in this area here, this severe thunderstorm might move down and might bring some wind and hail, but nothing too crazy to worry about here. Tomorrow and Tuesday, outlooks, just if you live for the hail threat, really, if you live anywhere in this area tomorrow, just prepare for wind, hail, and then the tornado threat kind of only goes to here, so and then for Tuesday, the marginal risk, you know, in this area for the south, so just be careful, be safe, be weather aware. If the weather gets up to an enhanced tomorrow for this area, then I'll be alive tomorrow. But if you live on the west side of this line, you can get some Z's. You can go to sleep. If you're on this side of the line, all the way up till about Birmingham, you kind of need to be aware. And then if you live on the east side of this line, you can catch some Z's as well. And all these clusters of storms are going to move in this general direction for tomorrow. But alright, thank you guys. We're gonna make sure there's nothing else. No, I think we're good here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe tonight if you live in the marked areas that I marked and showed you guys. Be safe, be weather aware. If you live in any of the slight or marginal risk tomorrow and Tuesday, be safe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see. Every time there's an enhanced risk or above, I'm live. I'm going to try to be there as much as I can. Thank you guys so much. Be safe, be careful. Peace. Thank you so much.